With more on Israel's current political turmoil, we're joined by Knesset member from the Likud party, Mai Golan, at the opening from the Knesset's winter session in Jerusalem. Mai, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, so Mai, the winter session, as I said, is just now beginning. Are we going to make it to the spring, given all the divisions and the conflict internally within the coalition?
Well, I know it might be hard to believe because we're already, trying to go through everything that's been going on. It's really a storm of a government. There's no doubt about it. But I really, really hope we will be able to go through it, because I think taking the public to a fourth elections in such a short amount of time will actually be devastating for the Israeli public, especially in such a huge crisis with the coronavirus. I really, really hope so, that the people inside of the coalition will stop to continue as an opposition, will take responsibility, and will try to understand that this is not time for small politics, for demagogue, and for behavior that really puts the entire public in real danger. It's time that everyone will take responsibility and understand that we have to work for the people and put everything else aside. And unfortunately, I am not sure it's going to happen. And I'm saying it with a very, ache in my heart, because I know it's such a crucial time for the future of the state of Israel. But unfortunately, there are people who are only thinking about themselves and their seat and their future in politics, and not about the public of Israel.
So I want to talk about, the possibility of falling back to elections, because one of the things that might actually push us there is the failure to pass a budget, which has been a continuous issue. So let's talk about the finance ministry. What's going on with all the resignations that are going on in the finance ministry right now, and how will they affect Minister Katz's plan to deliver the 2021 budget by December?
Well, I can tell you that we have a very good finance minister and a very good prime minister who has done everything in his power, I think more than every other prime minister during the last decade, to bring the Israeli economy to such a strong point that is a very strong economy that is dealing with everything that's been happening right now. Let's remember that if we didn't have a strong economy, it wouldn't be able to survive everything that we're enduring so far. But the budget is going to be ready. It's going to happen. No one is trying to not push a budget. But let's remember that a budget for a whole year can't be prepared in such a short amount of time. And I know people think that it has to do something with politics and elections, but let me assure you that everything that the Prime Minister Netanyahu has been doing from morning till night is worrying and taking care about the economic state of the people of Israel and the health state of the people of Israel. No one is trying to do anything else. All the other headlines and, populist speeches that people from blue and white, unfortunately, are saying are, I think, because of what we're seeing in the polls, and they're scared about the next elections. But I can assure you that everything that the ministers and the members of the Knesset, like me, are doing all day, are being in the committees, being in the Knesset, and worry about every little detail, so that the residents of the state of Israel and the people of Israel will be able to go through everything that we're going through with a calm mind and not in a scare for their economic future.
All right, Knesset member Mai Golan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.